All hail Hypno Toad. He is almighty and ever knowing. He knows what you want for Christmas. This is oh man, this is this is Get Your Hawk Enchantress. What's up, guys? I always feel so silly doing that intro. Okay, you're playing against Nicol Bolas, the Mr. Book Dragon. Okay, so let's go ahead and as far as opening hand goes, we've got Drown Yard, Dackmore, and Dark Tutelage. Heartless Summoning, get Rog out a little bit cheaper. Crop Road, yeah, we're going to keep him. This is a nice little hand right here. If you're unfamiliar, this is Gitrog Enchantress right here. So Gitrog eats our lands every single turn, and you know, if you eat a bunch of forests and a bunch of swamps, it's got to be not good for your health. So we're gonna stick as many enchantments as we can on Gitrog. He's just a big cruiser battleship right now. Now let's go ahead and get down the salvage that comes into play tapped, and then next turn we can get into some Heartless Summoning or some Swiftfoot Boots. Playing against Nicol Bolas, Grixis, at the beginning of your upkeep, sack him unless you pay Grixis, and then whenever he deals damage to an opponent, that player discards his or her hand. Alright. Ooh, Grim Contest. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into, let's get Forest down. And while he's tapped out, well, let's go and get Swiftfoot Boots going. I was going to get Heartless Summoning, but it doesn't really matter. So we can get down to Heartless Summoning next turn, and then get into some, well, actually, I may have gained some Dark Tutelage. Herald of the Pantheon. Yes, it's not card draw. I'm not going to get down right now. Let's go. See if we can't stick a Dark Tutelage right now. We got 2 mana up. Might have a mana leak or remand or something like that, but there we go. Pass the turn. Also, on a side note, guys, if you want your very own swamps, forests, and utility lands to eat, just like Gitrog, head over to MTGOTraders.com. That's where Gitrog hand selects all of his lands to eat. I would check out Tempest. They have some really nice basics over there. Check it out, man. This is probably one of my favorite forests. Oh, love it. Love it. Beautiful forest right there. And it's just like, you know, what's going on? I don't know. It looks like those African like baobab trees or something like that, or it looks like a really big tree where it's sprouting on the roots or something. I don't know. Love it. Beautiful forest. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some Dark Tutelage action. Ooh, Sky Shroud Claim. So we can Edge of Autumn. Put it on the battlefield tapped. I figure out how I want to sequence this. Because we get down Herald of the Pantheon. Actually, let's get Drown Yard Temple. Search your library to put it on the battlefield so we can go ahead and Sky Shroud Claim. And then get into some, yeah, let's go ahead and Overgrown Tomb and Bayou. I'm going to pay 2 life on that one. And let's go ahead and get down Herald of the Pantheon. That way, next turn, Heartless Summoning is only going to cost 1 more. Yeah, I like that. And if he wants to blow up Herald of the Pantheon with his little dance ribbon, yeah, I can't help but, do you know, I don't know if it's the Olympics or what, where they have the ribbon dancing. I just, every time I see Herald of the Pantheon, I think of like, I'm gonna go a little old, like old school Will Ferrell, where he does the ribbon dance. You know, I'm butchering. I can't remember what it's called right now, but in old school, they have to. The premise is so stupid, but they have to, like somehow. It's been a while since I've seen it, but they have to. They have to go back to school to get their fraternity. Hold on, let's break it down here in just a second. The premise is really dumb. Okay. Let's get down. Sorry, I'm laughing right now. Let's get down Heartless Summoning, so we're going to be able to get down Gitrog. He's got a full 5 cards and full open board right now. Yeah. We'll go for a Gitrog. We have a bunch of mana. We're going to cast it. It's going to cost 1 less. Alright, Gitrog sticks. Now we can get down Golgari Rot Farm, and then return our land back to our hand, and then we can play the forest, and then let's go and stick these Swiftfoot Boots on Gitrog. See if he's got any type of removal. He might have, yep, he's got some removal in response. You got it, man. But we can still get down, we can go for Gitrog next turn. Or we can go for, we can get down Oracle and kind of value it out right there. Let's get down right here. I like seeing Heartless Summoning. Okay. But yeah, so like on that movie, old school, and it's actually a really good movie. It's older, so go check it out. But what they did was they built a fraternity with a bunch of friends, and somehow it got down to where like the dean of the school said, "Well, y'all can't exist as a fraternity or something." So they had to like go through and like pass this like academic test. And one of the things they had to pass was like this like ribbon dancing thing. And Will Ferrell does it. I think it was Will Ferrell. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But basically, every time I see Herald of the Pantheon, long story short, every time I see Herald of the Pantheon, I think of that ribbon dancing scene. I may put a yeah, I'll see if I can't find a clip of it on YouTube and put it in the description for you to check it out. And then maybe from here on out, that's what you'll think of when you see Herald of the Pantheon. Okay, so we got a forest off that dark tutelage. Let's go ahead and let's go for an oracle. Oops, yeah, I forgot we had a Heartless Summoning out there. Sorry, guys. We'll get down. We can still crop rotate off that. Um, yeah, yeah, dang it. So I didn't mean to tap that Golgari Rock Farm so quick. We'll go and stick it on the Swiftfoot Boots on there. And that way we can kind of come in at Liliana, knock her down, see if he's got a kill spell. We have Traverse on top of our library. There we go. Yeah, I guess he's trying to decide if he wants to use one of his kill spells right now. Boom, Kolagon's command. Boom, Shakalaka. Alright, man. Yeah, can't do anything on that one. Alright, let's see. Gitrog's going to cost 2 less, but he costs 2 more, so he should cost just the same, I think. Oh, he's gonna, yeah, we can go and get Gitrog down. Yeah, get that floating right there. Yeah, let's go for it. We can play our 2 lands for the turn. And then we can go and cycle a land if we want to. We can do it on our opponent's turn, and we have a crop rotation. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and hold off. He's got 4 cards in hand, and if Gitrog survives this turn, then I feel pretty good. And plus, we've got a ton of land, so we can just start getting the card. We just need to get into a few more. We need to get into some more enchantment pieces. You know, this is Gitrog Enchanters right here, guys. We've got some nice support ones right here. But yeah, it's been a while since I played against Nicol Bolas, man. Oh, and then they released the new Amanke? Man, I don't know how to say it, man. I butcher. Uh-oh. Gain control of target creature. Untap that creature. Gains haste until sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and fire this one. Let's cycle a land real quick. Let's cycle one of our forest. Get in a little bit of a card draw action. Get into Traverse. Get into Lure. Okay. And then sacrifice at the beginning of the next. Yeah. Excuse me. So he's going to sack it at the end of the next end step. Which we're okay with that. And then we do actually, as far as Traverse goes, we do have Delirium online, so we can get into one of our, the Grothian Enchantress? I think that's how you say it. We can get into her and really amplify the card draw that we get going on. And let's see, okay. We're getting attacked by Hypnotoad. We're in the forest, we're getting delirious right now. It's like, is that Gitrog coming at us? Hey, we're on the same team, dude. Okay, so get sacked. Got some Dark Tutelage action. Let's get Gitrog back up there. Rogue's Passage. Fortitude. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's go and fire this Traverse off. Let's get into, yeah, there we go. Get into some extra card draw. Get the Enchantress. No, actually, excuse me. She's going to die off Heartless Summoning. I'm sorry, guys. I like running Heartless Summoning in here, but I forgot that it really jacks with the Enchantress pieces. But hey, that's part of it. So let's get down. Let's get down. Gitrog. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. And then let's go and put Fortitude on there. Alright, so now with Fortitude we can sack a forest, and we can regenerate it. So if he has any type of, he's already got Terminate out, which can't be regenerated. So if he gets any more destruction spells, we can at least sack one of our forests. And the cool thing about that is that, we'll pass the turn, but the cool thing about that is that, it's also a card draw enabler. We can just start sacking forest, getting a little extra card draw. Let's get this command zone closed out. Yeah, I fired that traverse off. I knew Heartless Summoning's out there. I just, one of those, just get to talking. Sorry about that, guys. It happens sometimes. We'll make up for it. We'll get into some extra enchantments for you. I wish he had some creatures out there so we can get some lure action going. One of my first, literally, I think this is what made me get into green black was, there's the Death Touch. It's like a lizard or something. It's like a 5-drop and it has Death Touch, and like I would just play in the casual room and I'd put lure on that, and then like my opponents would get so salty that I had lure and they'd have to they'd have to all block my Death Touch creature. Felt so good. And so having lure in a Gitrog deck like years later after I got into Magic, like I can't help but just like kind of Magic smile, like, yeah, I got you covered, old Magic buddy. Now do we want to well, I'm going to save that Grim Contest, because we could get into Squirrel's Nest, or Druid's Call. Ooh, there we go. Get into some Enchantress action right there. Hey, yeah, let's go and sack a forest right there. I'm going to draw a land. I'm going to draw a card. Get into Blighted Woodland. Creeping Renaissance. Okay. So as far as lands in the graveyard, we can sack them right now. Well, I could have a counterspell. I'd hate to sack a bunch and then go for a Creeping Renaissance. Let's get on Blighted Woodland. Let's get down the Enchantress Presence. It's going to cost 1, 2, 3. And we can try and stick a Creeping Renaissance next turn. Whenever Dragon you control comes the target of its spell or ability opponent controls deals 3 damage to that player. Okay. We're at 21. He is flying in the air. And we do have Grim Contest in our hand. So let's... How much mana we've got? We've got 1 black floating. Let's go ahead and swing in at Liliana. Yeah, let's go and swing in. Try and take Liliana out. And then we have the Grim Contest on that on his dragon next turn. Okay, so he's gonna go and block right there. And then Liliana's minus his number of swamps you control. So we're looking at, let's see. Yeah, let's go and fire this Creeping Renaissance off. Sack a forest right there. I'm gonna draw a card. Tranquil Thicket. And then, yeah, let's go and fire this Creeping Renaissance off. We can add a green right there. Get into Urborg. And let's go and tap green and just go and fire this off. Choose land. Okay, there we go. So let's get the Bayou back down. And then we'll have 9 cards in there. Okay. Let's go and chunk, well, if we chunk a land, we'll start cycling. Let's chunk the Enchantress, and, yeah, let's cycle a little bit. A little dirty, but, yeah, I'm not going to do that to my opponent. Well, let's dig a little. Let's just get into one more Enchantress piece. I don't mind doing this. Ooh, Dark Depths and crop rotation? Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. So let's go and chunk, let's chunk the lure right now. That way we don't, yeah. I mean, we could sit here and cycle through my deck, but, I don't want to do that right now. So now we have Dark Depths, and we also have crop rotation. So we can get down Dark Depths, crop rotate for Thespian Stage, and get that fired up. We don't have any How many hasties? Not hasty type effects. Our Swiftfoot Boots are in the graveyard. Okay, so 42 goes back to our hand. And Gitrog has been, it's like a used car, man. He's been hit and cast from the command zone like 100 times. Oh, we got some Nicol Bolas action? Yes. Okay, man. Let's get that down. And we'll have to discard our hand. But we can... Yeah, let's go ahead and crop rotate. Let's go ahead and crop rotate on the... we'll go on the Drowning Yard Temple so we can bring it back. Let's get into Thespian Stage. Let's go ahead and draw. Get in. Ooh, Splendid Reclamation. I like that. Okay, so get down Dark Depths. Let's go ahead and fire Dark Depths off. Tap right there. We're going to choose to keep this one. Alright, now we have something to deal with Nicol Bolas right there. Let's see if we can get Gitrog. How much is Gitrog costing now? 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking at 6, okay. So let's go ahead and... If we want to, we can fire off this Grim Contest right now and have him fight. Now, how many lands? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 lands in our graveyard. We could cycle this and still Splendid Reclamation. Yeah, let's go and do that. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I should technically go Gary Rot Farm. We can go and cycle. I'm going to cycle right there. And then let's go and fire the Splendid Rec... Ooh, we get into Druid's Call. Yes, yes, yes. And Grim Contest. Oh. I want to get a bunch of squirrels really bad. Okay, so let's get the Splendid Reclamation off. That way we have a ton of mana next turn. So we're going to scry 1. Put that on the bottom. Okay. There we go. Now we have 1919. We still have Thespian Stage and Dark Depths to recast Merit Lage. He's going to pay 3 on that one. Now we have Druid's Call, and we have Grim Contest. So, what we can do is, we can... So I'm already laughing thinking about it. We can get down Gitrog if we have enough mana, and put Druid's Call on there and have our Merit Lage token fight our Gitrog token and get into a bunch of squirrels. And then we can still Thespian Stage to get another... Yes, this is what Commander's about. Target player discards a card. I'm assuming that's us. Yeah. Right now, well, I like Fortitude as an enabler. Let's go and chunk the swamp. We're okay on black mana. Oh, he scoops it up, man. Come on, dude. Guys, I still may go and post this video up just because. Next turn. Okay, let's do some math. We would have gotten Gitrog down. Man, that's a bummer. Oh, I hate preemptive scooping, man. I wanted to so bad. I wanted to Okay, so to get Gitrog down, he costs 9. Let's see. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we had 14 mana. So we're looking at 9 to get down Gitrog. That would have been 5. That would have been perfect. We would have been able to Druid's Call and get down in Grim Contest Merit Lage on Gitrog, and we would have got 19 squirrel tokens. Man, I want to do that. That's a preemptive scoop right there. Come on, man. You're playing a... Anyway. Alright, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.